Behind me is just one of such conceptual restaurants, which was invented by a very famous Spanish designer, Frances, and there's even a company that does lighting for boutiques, for retail, and lighting for showrooms has quite serious requirements. To eliminate outdoor heaters not only provide comfort, but also contribute to the ambience created by outdoor fireplaces. They can be with natural fire. Hello friends! If you thought that this season was over with exhibitions, I hasten to rejoice with you. Although someone may be sad and say, Vladimir, how many exhibitions can we have already? We are tired of watching them, but nevertheless there is a very interesting one, which I decided to visit. We are now in Barcelona, at the International Congress Center. Currently, an exhibition named Interihotel is taking place here. The topic of the Interihotel exhibition is HoReCa equipment, designed for hotels, restaurants and cafes. And it is, in my opinion, quite interesting for several reasons. Firstly, someone may be involved in the design of public spaces. Probably fewer designers get to work with hotels than restaurants. Secondly, hotel design is always intriguing due to the effective utilization of limited spaces, even if you are not directly involved in it. Every hotelier is trying to make more rooms without sacrificing comfort, and the same is true for restaurants. Seating is important and comfort is important too. The budget is crucial for commercial project, as it forms the foundation of the business idea, which aims to provide comfort and certain impressions while earning money, rather than focusing on spending time comfortably at home with the family. And this exhibition is definitely interesting because of that. The exhibition is also interesting because there's a certain essence to a certain level of companies here. Here are companies that deal with furniture, fixtures and various finishing materials, including sanitary ware in this area. So sit back, now let's go, and I'll do a hopefully interesting review. And you'll be sure to write whether it's true or not. Since the exhibition takes place in Spain, most of the manufacturers represented here are naturally Spanish. Let's start with our favorite, the bathroom. In the hotel bathroom, it is important to be economical not only in terms of budget, but also in terms of water use. Pouring water in your own bathroom is one thing, but when 100 people are using water at the same time, it becomes a significant expense. For restaurants, a little less, but nevertheless. Cleanings, including faucets and accessories, occur quite often, affecting the appearance of coatings in the end, making durability an important consideration. And of course, the forms for hotels should be smoother, eliminating flat parts, inconvenient interfaces and any bacteria growth. It is important to consider the sustainability approach in the production of these items. I particularly enjoyed the series of accessories made from recycled materials. Incidentally, we discovered a complete shower program made from recycled materials during our visit to ISH exhibition in Frankfurt. This is a very important agenda for Europe, and I hope for us too, because we all live on the same planet. Another important point concerning the design of bathrooms in hotels is the possibility of customization, because the rooms are small, not always standard, or rather almost never non-standard, unless we are talking about large bathrooms in 5-star hotels. And you need to cram a lot of things in there, and every centimeter plays a role. Manufacturers provide the option to customize shower trays and furniture compositions to individual sizes with the precision of 1 centimeter or sometimes even 1 millimeter. Customization also applies to colors. Color is now very important everywhere, and the monochrome solution for small bathrooms is a very winning concept. Here too, there is a lot to look at. And to finish the topic with bathrooms, it is also worth talking about mirrors. Mirrors with integrated lighting are certainly the most advantageous solution for bathrooms in hotels, because sometimes there is simply no place to hang a light fixture. And secondly, you need to take care of the lamp, because if it is an external lamp, dust settles on it, and something can happen to it. Of course, mirrors with integrated backlighting do not have such disadvantages, and give solid pluses in the form of it. In addition, integrating cosmetic mirrors into the mirrors is particularly important for ladies during their morning routine, when there may not always be an opportunity to place them elsewhere. Mirrors in hotel rooms serve multiple purposes, as they are used not only in bathroom but also in the hallway and makeup area, with the same principles applying in all these spaces. The only thing that is more important in the bathroom is the moisture resistance of these fixtures, and in fact, the resistance to moisture of the mirrors themselves. As far as furniture is concerned, it should be reliable, safe and durable. Here are companies that engage in contract deliveries, meaning they typically do not deal with residential furniture, or companies that have a separate contractual direction and a separate contract range. There is a slightly optimized design to achieve just the necessary budget figures. Nevertheless, all the qualities that are important for hotels and restaurants are present. Often, it can be important for residential interiors or ordinary interiors. There are companies that even offer entire concepts, including design, that are such a one-stop shop. There are companies that specialize in a certain subject. For example, sleep systems. This is also very important. We talked about it when we visited the Habitat exhibition in Valencia. It is controversial, but in my opinion, quite interesting. And as far as hotels are concerned, there are also certain fire safety requirements for furniture and upholstery in particular. All materials used in hotels, and not only in hotels, must meet quite serious safety requirements. It concerns textile upholstery and textile decor. It concerns floor coverings. There are absolutely different floor coverings. There are natural, artificial, custom-made leather, vinyl and wicker coverings. Tiles are widely used in hotels throughout Spain, including in living areas and bathrooms. Using vinyl flooring in bathrooms solves both the budget problem and the need for quick installation, which are important considerations when choosing solutions for hotels. This applies to plumbing fixtures, finishing materials and furniture as well. And even in tiles, there is something interesting here. A company that deals with metallized tiles can use PVD technology to apply metal in 5 different shades to almost any tile. The polished surface of the tile turns into a full-length mirror, and moreover, there can be built-in heating, which is in general a very cool thing. And there are also certain possibilities of customization. For example, you can make some of your own corporate ornaments or just place a logo. Very cool. Public projects can also have outdoor zones. Outdoors is a hot topic at the moment, primarily in residential interiors, but in public interiors it's a matter of course. If we are talking about a resort, there is an outdoor pool that requires sun lounges, outdoor cafes and umbrellas. If it's a restaurant, then these are rare things that you won't find at a regular furniture show, such as various fences and patio heaters. Outdoor heaters not only provide comfort but also contribute to the ambience created by outdoor fireplaces. They can be with natural fire, biofuel or gas. There are technically different variants, but of course this topic is very important. Such items can also be found on the home terrace. Manufacturers use a variety of materials such as aluminium, plastic and recycled plastic to make outdoor furniture. I was very pleased to see, one could say, an iconic Portuguese company that produces the very metal chairs that you see in street cafes, for example in Lisbon. Their design is decades old. I think it's about 70 years old, and it's the most famous piece of designers in Portugal. So if you've been watching my travel channel and you know who the most famous Portuguese contemporary artist is, now you know the most famous piece of design from Portugal. Not all countries are as hot as Spain, but restaurateurs want to extend the terrace season absolutely everywhere. And here, in addition to fences, there are even solutions for pavilions that can be closed and opened. These are automatic solutions with different vertical elements, sliding and even lowering horizontal elements. Very interesting. I don't remember seeing such a wide range of solutions anywhere. If we think about hotels again, hotels, especially big ones, are also places where different conferences, big and small, are held. And there is also conference equipment, for example, very interesting translucent screens. By the way, it is not necessarily only hotels, it is also good offices or even co-working spaces. Another important story in the hotel is definitely the light. It differs in many ways from what we used in residential interiors. There are chandeliers only in restaurants. In the rooms, completely different light sources are used. Bedside lighting is very important. There should be several scenarios. It is the so-called middle light or reading light. In a hotel, customization is important, that is, the possibility of making these lights to the size, to some specific requirements and to different colors. And of course, signage. Illuminated signs in the hotel, in any public place, is important, such as room numbers and various signs. There's quite a few of these solutions here that you don't usually pay attention to at more traditional interior exhibitions. Special lights for illuminating outdoor areas are also very important in hotels. Here, high demands are placed on both safety and durability. Security in a hotel is a very important feature, and access systems, various electronic keys, safes, and even minibars are widely presented here. These too are an essential part of a good hotel room. Also presented are lighting control systems, and if you have ever encountered electrical installation, you will realize that these are the same company. The solutions are specifically for public projects, primarily for hotels, although some of them can be successfully used in ordinary residential interiors as well. A topic that I think designers do not pay enough attention to in both public and residential spaces is acoustic comfort. Materials should be environmentally and fire safe, and they should provide acoustic comfort. There are some pretty nice solutions presented here because they aren't always cute. Oh god! And there's even a company that does lighting for boutiques, for retail, and lighting for showrooms has quite serious requirements to illuminate so that the product and the goods look really cool. It's a separate science. I have not encountered this at exhibitions before. As a rule, companies deal with the whole spectrum of lighting, and here they specialize in this particular subject. Friends, I will be honest with you. It's been a long time since I've been so surprised at the exhibition. Here is the so-called magic glass, which can be transparent or dark depending on what you turn on, and it is realized electrically. You'll say, we've seen this before, it's a bygone age. Here, the coolness of the solution is that it is realized not with the help of the glass as such, but with the help of film. This film can be rolled on any existing glass, for example, on your windows or in the shower cabin, and thus used without resorting to any significant cost. The thing is not cheap, but on the other hand, you do not need square kilometers of this film. It costs approximately 500 euros per square meter. For a shower cubicle, you need about 2 meters. If you have a good shower cubicle, it is a reasonable solution in my opinion. What I also liked very much at this exhibition was the presence of such conceptual zones, where the products presented by the exhibitors are in the form of complete solutions. These are operating bars and cafes, and you can see how they will be live. You can say practically in a realized project. Behind me is just one of such conceptual restaurants, which was invented by a very famous Spanish designer, Francesc Rifé. It is, as you understand, an Asian restaurant, which is solved by a very simple method, but the theme is immediately recognizable. There is a certain rhythm through the use of these blinds, which solves the issue of zoning and provides very acoustic comfort. And the realization of such a modern Asian restaurant will not take a lot of time and will not be very expensive. And I think this is just the essence of the solutions that are presented here: fast, efficient, reliable, durable and safe. The essence of such a solution is a hotel room, which is realized in a container. In addition to the fact that it is in principle the best solution because everything is fitted into a fairly compact room and everything looks quite stylish and comfortable, it is also a room that you don't actually build yourself. It is built for you and brought to the place where you need. These are, first of all, country hotels, resorts and glamping sites, but nevertheless it is the top of the list. Friends, the exhibition is very small. There is only one pavilion, and it is not as densely filled as possible, but during these few hours I got so much surprisingly positive impressions of the level of the exhibition. I mean how homogeneous it is, and how many interesting products there are. In addition to what I already mentioned, there are absolutely every direction that interior design can take. There was wall decor, which is also very important in public projects, and photo design, which is just a project story. Towel rails, beams made of artificial wood or rather underwood from recycled materials, and a lot of other interesting things. Yes, there was also bed linen. You can't go anywhere in hotels without it. There was also a very interesting conceptual room which I also liked with its layout, color and functionality. The bathroom on the balcony is very cool, as are outdoor bathrooms in general. Outdoor bathrooms are also a trend for real connoisseurs. That's pretty much for today. But it's not all with Barcelona. Barcelona Design Week is underway, and in the next video we will walk you through the most interesting locations of this event. So stay tuned for more. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so, write something nice and don't forget to like it. It's not only for me, it's also for YouTube to show this video to those interested like you. So see you later, bye!